dear viewers, to another episode of our program New Kuwait. In our program, we will shed light on many subjects related to our national development plan and, of course, to our futuristic vision of a New Kuwait 2035. Today's episode, we will talk about technology with our special guest, information technology specialist, engineer Naif Al-Awadi. Hello and welcome.
Hello,
engineer.
and thank you for having me here.
You are most welcome. Every time we meet with you, we have a new information about many subjects, especially the IT subjects. Now, as you know, new IT technologies are emerging here in Kuwait. Tell us about this.
Well, as we mentioned before, when we talked about the digital economy, when we need to have, in terms of the characteristics of the digital economy, we need to have a very solid infrastructure. The infrastructure has to be, from technology point of view. And when we also talked about the digital transformation, and when we said about the digital transformation strategy, and as one of the stages where we need to select which technology to choose from in order to proceed in our digital transformation strategy. And here we go. You can see the importance of the technology and the emerging technologies that is available in the world. Let's take, for example, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Everyone nowadays know and hear about the artificial intelligence, where we use the algorithms of artificial intelligence in order to achieve a certain objective, in order to solve a problem, in order to predict something in the future. Those kind of algorithms, there are many of them, and there are type of artificial intelligence. Maybe this is not a good time to mention the type of it, or we go dig deep into that topic. But in general, they are a code. The artificial intelligence, just algorithms written in a code, where this code try to do and achieve something. When we use these artificial intelligence algorithms, they will help in shaping, of course, the digital economy in every sector. For example, in stock prediction, it can also give banks the attitude of the customer on when expect to have a very, for example, massive transactions in the year. In the advertisement area or the digital advertisements, you may know which, for example, people or users who click on a certain advertisement. Accordingly, you will, for example, increase your profit. This is just one side. In the digital transformation, or on the other side of digital transformation, you need to bring those technologies that rely on the AI in order to ease the digital transformation process. This is maybe one of the emerging technologies. There are a lot. Also 5G. Nowadays we have the 5G.
Every time something new come here in Kuwait, we hear something bad about it. It has a bad reputation.
Yep.
AI is bad. 5G, they said this is because it came with the corona, the pandemic.
Yep.
So why we are scared from new technologies?
It's the nature of the human.
Yes.
They scare if they hear that it will cause something bad. If they will not notice, or someone did not, for example, broadcast a problem with a such a technology,
yes,
nobody will think about it, and nobody will be scared of such a thing. The media play a huge role in giving these people or the users or the customer such a worry. Of course, every technology has its bad impact. This is what we can see it, and it's natural. But at the end, you need to have a balance. You need to control and have the advantages of and take the advantage and leave the disadvantages on the other side.
So this is very, everything has a bad effect as much as good effect. And we will talk more about other technologies, but after the break. So dear viewers, stay tuned and we will continue after the break. Welcome back, dear viewers. We will continue our interview with our special guest, Engineer Naif العوضي. Engineer Naif, we talked about new IT emerging technologies here in Kuwait. I think less than a year ago you heard about something called ChatGPT. This is something good and bad. But tell us your overview. What do you think about ChatGPT?
Well, ChatGPT is one of the AI model that is currently being widespread around the world. ChatGPT by itself, again, a tool that is helpful. We can say it's very helpful. I am one of those who encourage the use of ChatGPT, but we use it ethically. We should use it in a proper way.
Explain, what do you mean ethically?
All right. If, for example, a student would like to use ChatGPT for his, say, for example, homework, he need to reference what he got from ChatGPT in a proper way. This is one thing. Another thing, even this is maybe an advice for the students.
Yes.
In the same time, sometimes ChatGPT will give you not a correct result regarding the references. So it's your task as a student or as a researcher to go and check and double check what ChatGPT delivered to you, because sometimes there are unknown resources.
Yes.
When you search about it, there is not such a thing or a title or topic of an article. This is one thing. Here and during this era where we can have a ChatGPT, maybe the bad thing that it delivers from my point of view, sometimes if the hacker were able to get inside such an engine and feed bad information or feed incorrect information. So what is the impact for those who's getting this information? So you need always to make sure about the information that you get, even from ChatGPT.
So, but basically, ChatGPT is a very useful tool if you want to learn about something and then you conduct your assignment on it. So you use it for information. But I heard, I don't know if that's right, they said ChatGPT themselves, they have another something to see if you did your assignment. This is something made for colleges.
Yeah, of course. Even this is
true?
An advice for students. It actually will not say this is a ChatGPT reference,
yes,
but rather it will check the content, if it is how much it is relevant to a human behavior,
yes,
how much it's relevant to a robot behavior, and it will provide the percentage. So even when you get a content from ChatGPT, this is what I said. You need to be an ethic when we use the ChatGPT. When you deliver such a content, try to rephrase what you got. Try to give extra information of what you got, just not to take it copy paste, and then you may end up with sometimes wrong answers.
yes,
And sometimes, and I tried it myself, ChatGPT will deliver mathematically wrong answers. And there was a discussion happened between me and the ChatGPT in order just to force him deliver the right answer, just to make sure. You can use it for verification and other stuff, but again, you need to be aware of what you are talking, aware of what you are achieving from ChatGPT. The other point is maybe it will take a substitution of other people's work.
Of course, yes.
Because now even ChatGPT can write a code for you, and a working code, not just a code, a working code. Even it can troubleshoot and help in the, for example, you can use it in the troubleshooting. It will be very helpful when you got an error in your code,
yes,
and you just copy paste the error inside ChatGPT. Can you just tell me what is wrong with my code because I'm having this error? It can help you. It has its advantages and disadvantages, like any other emerging technologies.
Yes, emerging technology is very dangerous on students nowadays, because I remember 10 years ago when I was doing my assignment, I remember my teacher was telling me, well, I did my assignment before Wikipedia. I was walking and finding physical books and looking.
Yep.
So now with a click, I can go to Wikipedia and learn about things. Nowadays, I tell the new generation, we are in the Wikipedia generation. So you are now better. So that will make them more lazier. And can you imagine another?
Yep.
ChatGPT?
Well, from my point of view on this particular
Because you're a teacher too.
Yeah, from my point of view on this particular topic, it's an opportunity. I can't say this is lazy, because on the old days there was no computers.
Of course.
And PhD students spend time on library. Nowadays you have electronic, and still you have a PhD student and a talented postgraduate student. You cannot say this guy is lazy because he has an opportunity to use a technology. The same is true when it comes to content creation using, for example, ChatGPT. The way of using ChatGPT, maybe it is the issue, not the getting the information. For example, nowadays, imagine there is, say, out of 30 million articles, there is one single article talking about something that you are looking for. But you need to extract this one implicitly, not explicitly mentioned. How can I go through 30 million documents in order to just extract that? So somehow ChatGPT may help me on that and guide me to that particular, for example, document.
Of course.
This is helpful. Then I'll go and continue my research.
I loved how you went to the positive way of looking at it, because I am, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think the lazier the students will be, that will affect on their degrees and certificates, because after all, everyone wants to be a PhD student. Everyone wants to have this, but it's also...
This changed the way of assessment from the professors and doctors.
So they have a
They
counterattack.
need to change their way of assessment or the way of giving assignment.
Maybe sit with them and talk to them.
Every technology, we said, has its negative impact, but you need to co-op with the trend. You need to deal with it, not to prevent it. At the end, it's a technology.
Well, that's indeed very valuable and informative. Thank you so much. That was Information Technology Specialist, Engineer Naif, العوضي. And now that's conclude our episode for today. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.